Hello, welcome back. So I noticed a lot of people liked the previous video I dropped here on YouTube. If you have not seen it, you can go back and watch it. I'll be talking about psychological levels today on VIC 75 and how I use them in conjunction with my risk management. Basically, I just use my psychological levels as areas to put my stop loss and take profits. It's very easy. So by the end of the video, I'll also drop my. You also see details to join my WhatsApp group. So you just sit down and learn. If you would just Google psychological levels, you see that psychological levels are price points in financial markets that hold significant meaning for traders and investors, mainly due to their simplicity and ease of remembrance. Typically, these levels are round numbers ending in 00 or halfway point like 50. So the best way I found to explain this to people is using approximation. Basically, you take your figure to the nearest whole number. For example, the nearest whole number to 49 is 50. The nearest whole number to 98 is 100. How psychological levels work in Forex? Take for example central banks, because we deal on currency pairs and Forex. But psychological levels, they work on all assets. Even ICT says this too. So this is one of the main reasons I applied psychological levels of VIC 75. So central banks, they use psychological, like the nearest whole number to wedge their currencies. Let's say Euro USD is on 1.2 something. They would like to wedge it or hold it at 1.2000 and so on. Basically, they are using the nearest whole number to give the currency support or resistance based on how they want their asset or currency to perform in the markets. And like I said, psychological levels are ending either with 00 or halfway points, like you see here. So we'll just go into my charts now, and then I'll show you how you can use psychological levels as your stop loss and take profit zones on VIC 75. This video is meant for VIC 75 traders, so they will benefit more from this. Yes. Okay. So what you want to do is, on your MT5 PC, I normally have different charts for my analysis. I just wanted to create a new file, and when you create a new file, it would not look like this. So if you want my template for how you see my charts, this is my template. You can drop a comment below and I'll give it to you. I don't know how else I'm going to share it. So yes, this is how my charts are. And so basically now, how you want to set your psychological levels on VIC 75. You draw your horizontal lines like this, and then you go to the properties. In properties, you look for the values. So on your values now, what we want to erase is the last 4 digits before the point. Last 4 digits, you change them to zeros. So that's 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you have 350,000. Okay. Yes. So I'm going to do a time lapse now, and then I'm going to set everything
see me all dig it soon, get the higher rim like hello, brother. Say I just saw them, saw you post the spectacular photo. Keep burning, yes, that's
Looking at my charts now, you can see that these levels now, they are really acting as support, 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 support. This level now is acting as a resistance. Already you can see that this is one of the best forms of support and resistance you can ever use. I don't trade support and resistance, but this is one of the best forms or best systems for support and resistance that I use. Okay, so I don't recommend using psychological levels on their own. You would add other things. Basically, you can add an indicator, or you can add your daily opens or daily close. Depends on what kind of a trader you are. But psychological levels, for me, psychological levels are a must for everybody. Okay, so this is how I trade. So let's take this white zone now. For example, you found support or the moving average was below price based on your analysis or whatever you do. Or there was a fair value gap that formed around this white area. So this is the nearest psychological level here. I'll be targeting the next above because I'm going long. Okay, so I take my cursor and this is how I do it now. Since my psychological levels are in differences of 10,000, meaning from here to here is 10,000, from here to here is 10,000, from here to here is 10,000 again, from here to here is 10,000 again. If I saw a setup here, or a setup formed around here, I'll be targeting the next psychological level, which is 350,000. 350,000. Okay, and then this is how I do it. If you don't know how to calculate pips on MT5 PC, this is how you do it. Notice the points. You minus the last two digits of the points, and then you have 10,655. Okay, that is how you calculate pips on 675. Usually on the smartphone, you would see a point before the last two digits, but on the PC, I don't know why they did not put any point there, but this is how you do it. So I would keep my stop loss around here and use the next psychological level as my take profit. Now, to make it easier for you, if you were using 0.001 as your lot size, okay, now for this, for 10,000 pips, that'll be $10 for you. That'll be $10. Keep everything simple and easy. That'll be $10 for you. Okay. Now, if you increase your lot size to 0.01, that'll be $100. 0.1, that'll be $1,000. Your margin will be around $30 or so for that. And then if you should use your standard lot size on VIX75, your margin should be around $300 and something. Okay, that will give you around $10,000 for this move right here. You can see how simple this is. Most people don't actually use this. Mind you, this happened just in one day. So if you took profit from here, basically only from here, and you said you wanted to enter another trade again, if you found out that this was holding support, you will target the next level again, which is 10,000 pips. Additional 10,000 pips again. And you've added $20 for the day. Now I don't know how greedy you are, but even if you started a trade with $1 somewhere around there, that would be something for you. Okay. So basically, this is how I use my psychological levels. I don't know if I explained it in detail, but I'll be accommodating questions in the comment section.